Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It's 11:11 p.m. UK time, heading towards the witching hour, and we are going to delve deep from underground, live Newcastle upon Tyne. We're going to look into world events, see what's going on. Good evening there, Jibo. George, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. I take it you're not flying tonight. Blessings to everybody. So I'm live on Twitch and I'm live on YouTube, hopefully. Oh, thank you. Hiya, Maria. Moon Fairy, Janie Angel, Blondie. Good evening in Delaware. Good evening in Canada. Or is it early evening for you? Oh, thank you, Border Collie. Wait for people to come on. Hi, Teddy. How are you all doing? Oh, thank you, Maria. Well, it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. Crazy times we're living in. Hello in Hawaii. Aloha. Puerto Rico, Pennsylvania. Hello in beautiful Florida, Vicky. Oh, thank you. Tom's River, New Jersey. That sounds nice. Is that Switzerland, Tinkerbell? How are you all doing? It's very stormy over here in the UK, guys. We've got a storm. A very serious storm. Touch wood. Touch wood? Have I got any wood? Oh yeah, I've got wood. That it isn't too bad in Newcastle, but Scotland's really taken a hammering. It's not good at all in the East Coast, I believe. So I'm going to look into that for storm ahead, storm alert for the UK and around the world as well. You've had a stressful week, Tinkerbell. I know everyone's been feeling it, haven't they? So there's a lot of rain, there's a lot of water which is hitting the UK. Apparently it's coming in somewhere from Iceland, but it's really bad. It's going to be rainy in New Jersey as well, New York. Wow. We're getting some strange weather at the moment, aren't we, guys? Oh, well, it's a beautiful Friday morning in Queensland, Australia. Good morning to you, Aussie Sue. We didn't even have a blinking summer over here. Well, I didn't in the north. It was terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry that you've been feeling unwell. It's stormy in Denmark. I think it's come over from that way as well, hasn't it? Are you going to get it as well? Thank you, Jennifer. I'll just get my coffee. Thank you, Soul Traveller. I like that name. Oh, nice cup of coffee. The kittens are asleep at the moment. Looks like diamonds. It's quite Christmassy, isn't it? I just feel we're living in very trying times, guys. We're living in extremely trying times, and I've got my crystal ball. She's been in the garden all day, even though it's been raining on and off. But yeah, it's blowing a hooligan out there, it is. It really is. It's been a really tough week, hasn't it? Thank you, Jibo. Oh, bless yous. Well, I've got to make an effort to get dressed up. I only get dressed up to come on here, you know, guys. I thought I'd cheer you up and put a sparkly top on. So can you hear us all right? Give us a 5-5 if you can hear us. Because I know the internet's a bit strange tonight. So fingers crossed it's okay. Yeah, we need a bit of sparkle to cheer it up, don't we? You eating ice cream? I love ice cream. I like everything what's wrong for you. I'm a sugar holic. So we've got 336 in on both streams, so we may as well start. For people new coming in, I start with the prayers. It's a bit like coming to a spiritualist church. This is our little spiritualist church. And especially I think it's important in these trying times. So it just means we'll get everybody together. And I invoke the angels in, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, Michael. And then we start. We start with the circle of light for everybody. So if you are worried about anybody or anything at all, or you need prayers or protection or healing for anybody, or even an animal, persons, anything, just write the name in the comment section, and it's live, but you can also write it in afterwards and you will receive healing. It's timeless. Okay? Because I know everybody's really feeling it at the moment. So it could be about any situation. It doesn't have to be for health. It could be for anything. Yeah, let's sparkle together tonight. I feel it's very biblical times that we're living in, guys. Do you not agree? I've just put a little message out there on YouTube this afternoon. Just like I got a download from Spirit, and I get them every day, you know. I'm often giving them to clients I see. So if you like them, I'll do them, try and do them every day for you. It doesn't take as long just to do a little message from Spirit, little short. Oh, Camilla, please pray for my son who's lost his job. He's called Mark. Did you say? It's going up really fast. And we must say prayers for Palestine. I'm going to look into that again. It's not a good situation. I believe they need a ceasefire. I don't know if you agree, guys. It's just not good. Hey, and did you see them all gathering? Was it in Congress? They were all gathering, protesting for asking for ceasefire. I couldn't even imagine what they're going through. I mean, you've got no water, them poor kiddies, no water, no electricity, is that right? Or no heat? And they're getting bombed. My God. And horrendous is just not the word. Unthinkable. Holly. We need prayers for across the world. Yeah, the storm what's coming in is supposed to be a danger for life. So we're going to do some really strong healing prayers in this circle tonight. We definitely need ceasefire over there, don't we? It's heartbreaking. Them poor Bens. Them poor little Bens. Anyway, let's start. So I've got my little bell, just for a frequency thing. I've got my front door open at the minute. It's not locked, guys. So, excuse me, when Adam's out and he's coming in, I'll be shouting for him to lock the door, because he forgets. So excuse me if I sound like a wheeling fish wife when he comes in. Because I don't like anybody just walking in. Do you know, you've got to be careful. It's scary times at the moment. Israel bombed 3 more Palestinian hospitals. How horrendous. Well, did they? Did Israel bomb? This is the thing. I'm going to look into that. Because they claim they didn't. So we just don't know, do we? You don't know with them Hamas lot. But it is horrible. I'll look into it tonight, okay, and we'll see what's going on. Yellowstone Park, I picked that up the other week, is getting ready to blow. I'll look into Yellowstone Park. You might have to remind us once I get going. Let's begin. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I and Ra, any star beings who would like to come forth, telecommunication, on world, off world, from spirit world, anybody from the angel realm, fairy elementals, animal kingdom, or from spirit world who would like to come forth to give us these true answers tonight. May this circle of light be formed. So be it. Amen. There we go. Everybody, let's pray for peace across this world. Let's pray for ceasefire, for the people of Palestine to get back their water, for peace, to rebuild their cities. Let's pray for the evil to be taken down from this night, and for Hamas to be taken out. Let's pray for the people of Israel who have lost their loved ones. Let's pray for the Holy Land, that it is kept the way it is. Let's pray for peace, for both sides to come together. This has gone on for far too long. There needs to be peace as we are coming into new earth. Let's also pray for the hostages, that they are brought back to their families and they can heal. May every crown of everyone's head who has suffered through this terrible tragedy tonight be protected. And let's not forget the animals, people's pets, the street animals which are on the streets, that they are also protected from this evil. And for the people who have lost their children, I pray tonight that they receive the healing and the peace within their dreadful grief. No man, no woman should ever lay down a child to rest. It is death in the wrong order. It is bad enough within illness, sickness, accident, but from evil, it is one of the worst to lose a child. I ask Jesus Christ, Lord Jesus Christ, to come forth tonight to give everybody healing. Also for everybody in this ballroom who are worried about their own personal life, their loved ones, and who are also grieving all the grief that we have gone through over the last couple of years, that we receive the healing that we need. And for the sick who are lying in the hospitals and over in Gaza, that they are protected. For the children who are new coming onto the earth planet, that they are protected, because they are the ones who are going to pave the way for new earth. And for the elderly, for the ones who can't leave their homes over there. But not to mention our lands, all the poverty on our lands. God, I'm going to cry. For the homeless, for the poverty, for the people suffering, drug addiction, alcoholism, poverty and grief. people who are suffering with cancer, people who are just suffering in silent. Mental health, which has been on a rise over the last couple of years. We must not forget that. Blessings to everybody. And for the mother who suffers in silence because she has lost her unborn child. Let's all join together and bless all the mothers on this planet and fathers. And the message that I want to give tonight is, I'm getting this really strong. We may suffer physical death on this side with grief. We may watch our loved ones leave their physical body. We experience physical death. What I keep getting from the angels and the people which I bring through for my clients, there is no such thing as death. They keep saying that there's life after life. Once you're over the veil, they are telling me that there's life after life. And for everybody in this audience tonight who is looking for love, or who has lost love, I have been given that everybody in these times on earth will receive and meet their soul family, their soulmates, their twin flames. Remember, there's always a second chance. You don't have to go by the book. You just go your way. We are all healing. We are healing ancestral roots. And this is why we are witnessing so much pain and destruction over in the Middle East at the moment, because there's been pain locked there for a long, long time. We are all healing our ancestral roots. So when we heal on this planet, we are healing our ancestors. So this can stop this loop into the future. We're the ones who are creating new earth. And it is hard when we are walking through a destructive mess of nastiness, from evilness which has been controlling humanity for a long, long time. When you step out of the matrix and you look in at it from a bird's eye view, God doesn't see sides. God doesn't see. He just wants people to live in harmony. And what we are all going to experience into the future is, as everything changes, definitely also in the United States of America within politics, it will not be a case of voting from a right or a left. It will be voting for the person, for what is to come. Not everybody likes politics. Not everybody likes religion. It is very heavy and it's causing a lot of destruction on this planet at the moment. But it's part of our healing ascension so we can create new ideas. We must raise the vibration in this forum tonight, and let's begin. Let's pray for peace on our lands and beyond. Angels are treading on this land. Angels are weeping as they take over all the young souls recently. And in one of my last feeds, I believe I brought Mother Mary through and she was crying for the children. And now we know why she was crying for the children. Give us 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Adam, lock the door, son. You lock the door? Good, good. Have you shut the gate? Right, I'm live, okay? Are you alright? Good, good, good. If you're going to smoke that funny cigarette, don't blow it down the stairs, please. Okay? Leave the door so the cats can come in. Okie dokie. What you doing? A drink of water. I'm gonna order a filter, guys. I've been looking at the filters online because I've been a bit concerned about what's in the water. And bottled water is so expensive, and I don't like the plastic on the bottles, so I'm gonna get a filter. I've just bought I bought the filter for my daughter-in-law, so I'm gonna get myself a filter as well. Okay, right. Night. Leave the door open, son, and don't play the music. I'll get done for copyright. Right, where was I? The pain's awful, isn't it? It's the squaddies, the soldiers which have had post-traumatic stress, and then they come out of the army and that, and all of our different forces. And then the homeless on the street. You go up to Edinburgh and you can see them underneath the bridge. You know, they're like an entire bridge and that. They've got nowhere to go. And where's all this money going? You know, they're ploughing it into other things. It's a cruel, cruel world we are living in, guys. A cruel, cruel world. Yeah. The water is full of chemicals. It's full of nasty stuff. Yeah, that's a water distiller. So I'm going to get it ordered this week. Plus, as well, I don't want the cats drinking stuff. Somebody had emailed us about it, and I was fully aware. Sorry if I haven't got back to you. But yeah, they're bouncing around, the kitty cats. Sending us all love and light. Let's start. Yeah, we've got to hydrate. So we're all traumatized, aren't we, from like the heartache of the videos of the poor children. It's awful. It's terrible. Yeah, there's loads in Glasgow, loads of homeless in Glasgow. And them hostels aren't very nice. They're not nice down here as well. Not nice. Yeah, it's just I'm a bit concerned about this Christmas for our guys. The way the world's going at the minute. So I'm going to get started now. When I start looking into the crystal ball, when I'm starting scrying, apologies if I can't answer some of your questions, but I'll pull some cards out afterwards. Oh, hello, Debbie on Twitch. I'm traumatized by life in general. I think we all are. I wonder if we're all suffering from spiritual post-traumatic stress. And I'm going to look into that as well. I'm going to see because the ball, you've just got to wait for it to come in. If not, we'll pull the cards out, okay? It's a war crime to hit a hospital, definitely. The best filter. Oh, I can't get it up. It's in my Amazon basket and I don't want to come off here. But what I'll do is, if you follow us on, I'll put the water filter out what I'm buying, and I'll put it out on my community page on YouTube afterwards. All right, I'll put it out what I've got in my basket, and apparently it's really good. And I've talked to somebody for Northumbria water. That's the best one. It takes out everything. Not, you're talking fluoride, everything, which is lying in the water. Because apparently there's even Ebola in the water over here, so that's not good. So you can get them in different shapes and sizes. I got a great big one for my daughter-in-law, but I don't know if I'm going to get as big for me and Adam, but I'm going to definitely get this water filter. So I'll put it out later so you can see. And apparently somebody from Northumbria Water, like a whistleblower, had come forward and says that this is the best one. So I'll let you know, okay? Get a 0 water filter. This is like a tank thing I'm getting. I've had the little jug ones that you put in the fridge, but yeah, it's like a big tank thing I'm getting. It's not good stuff, is it? Let's get started. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to come out about the water, and if you think about it, I mean, how much is a bottle of water? Do you know what I mean? And you're saving a lot of money if you can get a water filter. Careful with the tanks, the metal leaches out. Okay. Well, this was recommended mine from a water expert. Yeah, they need to be cleaned, yeah. Yeah, you need the tank one. Ours is a 4 foot. I think that's the one I'm going to get, Sue Ellen. Let's start. Let's see what's going on, and may peace be with you all. Okay. I've dimmed the lights in here a little bit tonight because I've got this on and I didn't want to be glaring yous. So I've only got one set of lights on here. Anyway, let's have a look. My cats have been very quiet this evening. They've been having a good old sleep. That probably means that they'll be bouncing around all night. Okay. So I'm looking in here and I'm looking at, this is awful. I'm looking at Hamas. It's come up really strong straight away. And I see like loads of little crosses. There's a lot of Christians over there. Loads of little crosses, and like they look like graves. It's not too near, is it? I'm also getting Egypt, and I see something to kick off to do with around Egypt as well. Okay, I do see something going towards them, and it's not good. This needs to stop. I'm getting right. These numbers I'm getting number 8, 17. Remember, these are visions I'm seeing, okay? 26, 28, 29. What's the date at the minute? 19. And number 10. Problems near a bridge, and I don't know if this has got something to do with over there, or at the same time there's going to be somewhere else around somewhere else in the world. Problems with the bridge. I don't know if it's collapsing or problems with the bridge, like explosion near a bridge. And highway. I'm sure I've given you that before. I'm also seeing that. Is that mic okay, guys? Because it's very uncomfortable. It's like chess. I had put this song out on my business page on business group on Facebook, and it was just a message I got from Spirit, because I get like messages from lyrics and songs and that, and it was One Night in Bangkok. Remember that? Murray Head sung it in the 80s. One night in Bangkok, do 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 do. And that's what I'm feeling, and I don't know if there's something else to kick off around that neck of the woods, or you need to listen to the lyrics because there's signs within that song. I'm getting it really, really strong. So it's interesting what Ben Hart's put there. Crypto and stocks are irrelevant to what has come in. Yes. There's going to be a drop in the market. There's definitely, with all of this, definitely. like as quick as it comes down, it goes back up again. Does that make sense? 10 and 11. I'm getting that again. I got it the other week. Amor Domini. Get Latin. I'm seeing land and I'm seeing it splitting. And I see lots of water. Well, we got that at the minute, haven't we? And I'm also seeing cargo ships stuck, and it looks like something to do with a canal. It could be over Egypt. It's done to cause the trade problem. It's all about trade war. That's what it's about. March is going to be a big change there for crypto, Rachel. I'm also getting the 16th. That's coming out really, really strong. This is to do with big world news. And I'm seeing fire in water. I've seen this before as well. I don't know if anybody can remember these old visions that I've seen. Sometimes I can like read a year out. Fire in water. Yeah, I do see bombing. I'm seeing it really, really strong. But I'm also seeing mass problems to come around Syria. And Hamas is just a cover up to what else is there. So obviously they're being funded by something bigger. What I want to say, guys, is that when you just need to stock up and not to forget my pets as well, you know. Not crazy buy, but just stock up, because we could have a bit of a crazy winter with everything what's happening here. Because again, I'm being shown this and it's all numbers and it's up on screen and it looks like something's going down. It reminds us as if when I'm standing in an airport and you're looking for the planes for your flight to come in and it's all lit up. But this is the stock market and everything's just going to go down, but then everything is going off. Cyber attack. Three major events to come off over that way, over the Middle East. And I'm very drawn to Syria, Egypt, Hamas. I'm getting manoeuvring, and it's quite a big syndicate, terrorist organisation. Gaza, people will be free to go over to some other countries going to step in as well. But I see masses coming in over borders. I seen this. Can you remember when I said that? I seen it, and there was going to be floods of, look like Asian people coming in over borders with some panic. Yeah. So when we had that carry on, was it Syria the last time? Different countries were taking them in, and then you had the carry on with Ukraine, and different countries were taking them in. You're talking on a bigger scale here. It's really complicated, this, guys. I'm just picking up the visions that I see. Sometimes you've got to be like a blinking detective with what I look into. You have to try and put it all together, but it's like people have been used like puppets to cause this problem, to bring everything down, because they wanted everything to come down. Because remember, the last thing didn't work. Afghanistan, yes. Because I always got a strange feeling about Biden then when he was sat at the desk and he had to make a decision, and then the next thing you had all the equipment was left there. Can you remember? Very odd. Very odd. And there's stuff to come out about that, still. Okay, I read for people over in US bases over in, I can't say names or anything, but over in Iraq, in places like that, embassy places and that. And everyone's on high alert at the moment. I feel it's as if that we need to be careful for inbuilt cities, and it's definitely running up towards Christmas. So I know we've got like the Christmas shopping coming and everything. So I've said this before, and I can see terrorism all over world news. So we need to be careful and stay vigilant with Christmas shopping. And I'm not saying this to frighten anybody. This is what I'm feeling and this is what I'm seeing. High alert, careful around New York, London, places like that. Try to use your local stores if you can. Support your little businesses if you can. Because you know how busy supermarkets get and shopping centres get running up to Christmas. People go crazy, don't they, buying loads of food and stuff like that. So we just need to be careful. But the problem is that we could have shortage of food or certain food substances on the shelves. And what's coming up again is baby milk again, guys. Just saying. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm going all strange. Wait a minute. I've got to try and get balanced here. This is really weird what I'm saying. Give us 2 minutes. The airport where they have all the art on. The art on the walls over in the US. I'm very drawn to that airport. And it looks like sort of people getting slaughtered. Is it Denver airport? I'm drawn to there. I'm drawn to that airport for some unknown reason. And I'm not saying it is Denver airport. It could be the art, what's on the wall, what Spirit shown us. Okay. You've got to understand, whoever's painted that, they might not have known anything, but painting is channeling. Painting is channeling. Music's channeling. Artists are channelers. So you just really don't know. I just thought I would say that. I'm very drawn to that tonight. There is going to be a problem with Yellowstone Park. Is it like poisonous gases or something? I feel it's just ready to explode, to be fair. But I don't know if it could cause problems in the atmosphere or for the nature around. Like poisonous gases. It's murals they have all over the walls, isn't it? But if you look at on the Denver pictures of the art, they look like jihadis and, like people hurting people. That's what it looks like terrorists. we've always gone on about the deep church, but there's a darkness within the mosque as well. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not on about Islam. It's a peaceful religion, but you've got darkness within that as well, like you have with the Catholic Church. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Radical people. It's the rise and it's the divide, what's happening across the world at the moment. I've just seen, oh my goodness, UK and US fighter pilots going in there. Now that's not good. But I don't know if they're going over that way or they're going somewhere else. Because where I feel it's going to kick off there, it's going to kick off in a triangular event. It is overwhelming, isn't it? It's the light. Because everything's ruled by numbers on this planet. And if the grid goes down, I get this feeling it's like we're not even going to know what time it is. Everything's just going to go down for a short time. Doesn't mean it's global mind. I'm not saying that. Could be intermittent. Strong extraterrestrial presence around this planet tonight. H, A and M. That could be hammers, but not. I feel it's like 3 separate places where there could be strikes. And I'm also I'm going across the globe and I'm going back over into Russia. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it looks Russian, could be Ukrainian. It's a place, CH OV IV. I don't know what I'm getting here. There's going to be problems there as well. Iran and Russia are connected. They're connected. They are connected with everything what's going on at the minute. It's all the snakes, it's all the heads of the beast all kicking off at the same time. And it's a gold war. It's like a bear pig situation and everything's just going to stop and then the turn around. See Navy ships going out, then they're coming back again. I'm here on the last post. They have to cease fire. There's different timelines, guys. I get a strange feeling about Saudi Arabia tonight, over that way. Documents, papers to come out. Out of the blue, document, papers. What's going to blow the cat out the bag? Not my kitty's butt. The whole planet's suffering at the minute, isn't it? You know who I've just seen here in my crystal ball tonight is Julian Assange, and he's not well, and there's going to be some big news there with him. So watch for that coming out as well. Ooh, Liz Cheney, all over world news. Don't know what that is. Liz Cheney. Owen, I heard the president will be addressing the nation tonight. That'll be interesting. It's all about the gold there. Everything is about the gold. There is going to be some sort of a reset. But don't forget, I don't follow the crowd type of thing. And all the banks aren't going to go down. It's the fight of the fittest here. But we are going like very futuristic. That's my take, what I'm getting. It is a big change what's coming in. We don't need to jump on a timeline. We just need to be on our timeline and do our own inner work and stay vigilant. I mean, I don't see where we stick our head in the sand. Don't do that, because we need to stay vigilant. But at the same time, we need to not panic and we need to just prep. That's what we need to do. And I think if anything's going to go down with the grid, I think that empty stores, bread, oil, things that we can already prep for, and we can make our own bread if you can do that. Dairy, luxuries that we go and buy in the store, a lot of stuff could be out of stock. Meat's going to be a problem as well. Israel don't have many foods right now because it's trade, isn't it, and getting the things in. I'm getting the C and S is going to change things. The initials C and S. Thank you, new subscriber here, Perry. That's good. Electricity to cook. So again, we need to get like our little camping cookers in if we can. Even if you just got to heat a tin of soup up, it's something. Not everybody is blessed to have a generator. And when you're living in the city, it's not possible to stick a generator hanging out your bloody apartment window or whatever. But we will be all right. I'm not saying this is a definite. I just think it's wise to prep. Olive oil. Oil's going to be like gold. Don't know why I'm getting that. Salt. My nana used to always say, have salt in the house. It always keeps the devil out, she used to say. She was very superstitious. But a lot of people knock tin foods, but I think tin foods are great, It's always a handy thing to have in your larder cupboard. Goes back to the 40s and that, doesn't it? Watch the sell-by dates when you're buying stuff. Dried food, tin food, that type of thing. Some people are buying all that army food in, but it's quite expensive to buy that type of stuff in, isn't it? Like the frozen, the dried freezed food or whatever, and you just add the water. People, right, cargo ships trapped. So this Hamas, not Hamas, is it? Yeah, Hamas. In other terrorist organisations are getting funded by the likes of Iran and people like that, and other three-letter agencies and things like that. And they are connected with a DS. Excuse me. I'm talking in code a bit here. Meals ready to eat. You just said 11:11, did I? Food's gone very expensive. Exactly. Very expensive. Just put that down a bit because it's a bit heavy. And the survival food's very expensive, so you don't have to go to that extent. I mean, well, grannies didn't do that in World War II, did they? You can get a bag of pasta quite cheap, you know what I mean? And pasta sauces and stuff like that, and rice. There could be a shortage of rice, you know. Because it isn't going to just affect that area. I think it could escalate where it could affect other countries. This is what I'm saying. And the Philippines is coming in here very strong as well. And they're playing a major part with Australia for trade for the future. But little things what you can put in your larder, you know, like for like comfort food as well, and for shocks. Excuse me. I might have to, I always go croaky when I come on here. We might have to pull the cards out to look into more of the areas. But things what you can have in the cupboard for shock, like say a bottle of sherry or a bottle of vodka. Vodka can be used for a disinfectant. Peanut butter, pancake mix, you know, maple syrup, just things to keep your spirits up. And if the lights did go out, like candles, dominoes, things to keep the kids entertained or the big kids entertained, you know, keeps your spirits up, that type of thing. You'd be surprised what can keep people happy if the lights were off. I've just bought some torches yesterday. A lot of people are having trouble breathing at the moment. I get asthma and I do get a lot of allergies. Chocolate biscuits, yes. When in doubt, go and get your chocolate biscuit. Pine needles for vitamin C. Nuts is another one. Nuts is a good thing to have in your cupboard. That type of thing, do you know what I mean? I love potassios. I love them nuts. You've got a ton of what in your yard there, Debbie? Let me see what I'm getting here. It's like they've... I see cloaked men, right? They look like sort of important, like something like Columbus, something to do with the Masonic Lodge. And they've done some seal of approval. We're going to go very futuristic. There's a lot of water to come onto the planet. And land will change. I fear for an earthquake over the Middle East. And I do feel there's a lot of floods over Israel at the moment as well. Don't quote his mind. I did see a video, but I wasn't sure if it was real or not, because But I want to say the people of Israel aren't out of the woods yet. So we need to send protection over there as well for them. Remember, it's not the people, you know, it's the rulers what's causing all of this. I am seeing a lot of humanitarian and a lot of charities to rise, you know, to help you. A lot of boxes going in. And germs is another thing I'm getting over there, you know, because you don't know what it's hit with the sewage pipes and God knows whatever, and they've got no water. I'm very concerned tonight for the early hours of the morning, and I don't know if that's in the morning or still to come within the two. I don't know if that's 2 days or 2 weeks. But also, Hamas is planning on attacking somewhere else. But they're waiting, aren't they? See, lots of little islands. Looks like it's off the British Isles. Could be Scottish Islands with all this storm coming. Help will be needed for some of the Scottish people. I sent healing and blessings out tonight for them. And lots of floods down south and down the east coast. West coast. This is awful what I'm getting. I'm seeing another shooting in Liverpool area or down near that way. It's going to be on the Sky News. Now, in my last will prediction, I had said, oh God, he's just... So Jim Jordan, I said he was going to be all over news, and of course, he didn't get in, did he? But he was all over news. I had a funny feeling about him. So who is going to be the Speaker of the House is just interesting. But Liz Cheney keeps bouncing out here, you know. And I'm not saying she's going to be the Speaker of the House, but you haven't heard the last of Liz Cheney. I'm going to put this down a bit. Oh, I've just seen Boris Johnson's face just bounce out of this crystal ball now. I can't get that song out of my head. I need to get the lyrics to it. Give me 2 minutes. I think I've got everything but the kitchen sink in my handbag. Where's my phone gone? I've got a plug in here. A screwdriver. Aye, Sydney Power pleaded guilty. Yeah, well, I did say that about a year ago and people were going off it, didn't I? Angel and a devil walking next to me. That's where we're at the minute, isn't it? Let me get the lyrics up because I always get like signs with music. One Night in Bangkok, is that what it's called? One Night in Bangkok. Right, okay, this is interesting. Time flies, doesn't seem a minute since the Trollian Spa had the chess boys in it. All change. You got any glasses? Don't you know that when you play at this level, there is no ordinary venue? It's Iceland or the Philippines or Hastings or this place. One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. The bars and temples, but the pearls ain't free. You'll find a god in every golden cluster, and if you're lucky, then the gods are she. I feel an angel sliding up to me. One town, very like another, when your head's down over the pieces, brother. It's a drag, it's a bone. It's really such a pity to be looking at the board, not looking at the city. What do you mean? You've seen one crowded, polluted, stinking town. Tea girls, warm, sweet. Some are set up in the Somerset morn suite. You're talking to a tourist whose every movie's among the purist. I get my kicks above the waistline sunshine. Yeah, funny lyrics, yeah. One night in Bangkok makes you a hard man humble. Not much between despair and ecstasy. It's a bit like what's on this planet at the minute, isn't it? One night in Bangkok and the tough guys tumble. Tough guys tumble. Can't be too careful with your company. I can feel the devil walking next to me. Siam's going to be the witness to the ultimate test of cerebral fitness. This grips me more than woulda the muddy old river of reclining Buddha. Mud. And thank God I'm only watching the game, controlling it. I don't see you guys rating the kind of mate I'm contemplating. I'd like you watch, I would invite you, but the queens we use would not excite you. So you better go back to your bars, your temples, your massage parlours. Interesting. Something is going on here, and I don't know why I'm getting this song. It's about chess. I think this is where we're in at the minute. We're in some sort of big chess game. But there was a line there where it said the bad boys were going to fall, didn't it? One night in Bangkok and the tough guys tumble. I feel the devil walking next to me. Siam's going to be the witness to the ultimate test of cerebral fitness. Interesting, guys. Thailand is a country with the very dark practices, so many that's the reason you are picking it up. Possibly. When you were talking, the first part of the lyrics, I was hearing you say stuff to me that was not the lyrics. Really? Do you think there's some subliminal messages in the lyrics? I'm pulling some cards out. Now, somebody in the audience wanted to know if about New York and London. Could there be problems there? So I'm going to pull some cards out. Give me a true answer, Spirit. Could there be problems? I'll see where it's coming in from. Right, okay. So the first three cards I pulled out, right, we've got the Lovers. So I get Adam and Eve with that, and that automatically makes me think Israel, Jerusalem, like all the Holy Land. We've got the Empress there. All right. So it's Middle East. There's definitely going to be more bombing to come over the Middle East. I don't know why I'm getting Syria. It keeps coming up, unless it's something completely different. This is awful what I'm getting. That's coming up as new beginnings, but it came up upside down. So, but I was getting like, what they were giving us, like this was planned as like a cleanse or something. Isn't that awful? The enemies want, that's how they think. Do you know what I mean? That's how they think. Queen of Swords, the King of Cauldrons, the world. So I would say major cities were capital cities. So Iran said it will attack US troops in Syria. So that's probably why I'm getting Syria. I'm definitely getting London here. We've got the King of Cauldrons, which could be like the palace. Right. Like I keep saying Prince Charles. King Charles. We've got the world. There's a woman to be brought in on this, and I don't know why I'm getting that. Or there's a woman to speak on world news about something, but it's quite global. Two women. They look like spies. They're darkish to their hair. Quite Asian looking. They've got like shawls over them, and they've been caught in an airport, and people are trying to capture people, and it's on the news about this. Don't know why I'm saying that, so watch for that to come. I would say that two places in the West could be affected. But then I'm feeling globally to do with the water situation or to do with a cyber attack. Cyber's what I'm getting. But it's definitely connected where it's going to affect us more with trade or to do with light or heat. So I'm looking at that, right, and I'm seeing like fish there, fish. That could be like the North Sea because it's like Viking. So we could have, I mean, we've already had problems with the North Sea with France, with what the Tory government did. Do you know what I mean? But maybe there's more problems to come there to do with trade for the fishermen or problems to do with the fish. Actually, something's given as radioactive. So I don't know. I'm hoping nothing comes off in water where it could be affecting the water that way. Of course, we have a Remembrance Day coming on the November the 11th. It's Adam's birthday then. I had my son, my second son, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. It rained all bloody day. It was like thunder and lightning. It was one of them dark days. Do you know what I mean? It never got light. And then I had Chucky. Chucky came. Actually screamed in the delivery room. He came out. He had bright red hair. I was like, what? What? It's like this kid with all this red hair. Chucky was born. And the world changed. The birth of Adam. Okay. You've got to have humour, you know, it keeps things upbeat. But yeah, I always light a candle on the 11th. Because, as you know, I'm from a patriotic family, military family. And I always light one for my Uncle Matty as well, who's in spirit, who died on Flanders Fields. Yeah. Chris Low's come in on the audience on Twitch. Yes, I know. Chris Lowe and her family do the shrimping in Louisiana. This was more to do with the sea, when I was getting Chris Lowe, the North Sea. Miss Scrappity, my dad is going to be 90 on the 11th. So I felt that I was getting the North Sea. So the North Sea would affect England, Ireland, Scotland, Denmark, Iceland, that area, I would have thought. It's the food trade. It's to do with water and food. Just double check this. I'm getting more flooded area to do with Florida when somebody had asked earlier on about Florida. And I think I got this a few weeks ago that there had to be warning to do with either California or Florida to do with shootings, so be careful there. everything's an illusion as well, but it is literally happening. So we play a part by raising our frequencies to diffuse things, just by staying vigilant and prepping, but not to feed into the panic. Does that make sense? There's the illusion card there. That's coming out really, really strong. So it's a case of we're living in very magical times. You know, as we shift to come into New Earth, we can create our own reality, because thoughts and words are spells. Thoughts and words are spells. So it's staying centered. You're vigilant. You know what's happening. We're protecting our families. We're not like all skipping through the daisy fields, all like a load of stoned hippies. Like, we don't give a shit. It's not like that. It's like we're staying vigilant, but at the same time, we're not going to get drawn into we're going to be calm. We're going to keep calm, and we're going to carry on. I think the idea of being off grid is absolutely fantastic, but you've got to plan it. You've got to have money to do it. You've got to plan it. And if anyone's lucky enough to have their own bit of land where they can do all of this, you know, and them wood burners are fantastic, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. But a lot of us who are living in the suburbs or the towns, it's not so easy. Do you know what I mean? It's not so easy. Yeah, the electric's going to be the problem. Power cuts is definitely what I'm getting. Knight of Pentacles, that's military. So we're the allies to the US, or the US is our allies. So if anything to do with the US will go out, the UK will go out. But it's not Gaza, it's somewhere else. Queen Wanda has got a lovely wood stove. You'll be absolutely fine then. Wished I had a wood stove. Wonderful. Definitely recommend stuff like that. Yeah. So this is what it's going to affect, and this could go on till the early part of next year. You know, I mean, does it surprise you? Everything before the election, it's going to happen. You've got a fireplace. That's good, Rita. I call you Rita. It's Debbie. So it's in 2 different places. We just need to, like the man on the stilts, we just need to be careful. But how it would normally be like that at Christmas. Is it 3 eggs are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves. How many people have had Christmases like that? We have. Sat around the family table, family parties like that, with all the rich food. It came out like that. And it's going to be a worry. Even if we've got our stuff, we're going to be witnessing global stuff. And it's got a lot to do with crazy weather. A lot to do with crazy weather. Can you remember that Christmas? I think it was Boxing Day Christmas. Yeah, the 70s Christmases. We're watching it on the news, and it was that island what had the tsunami. There was Brits over there as well. I think something like that's going to happen. I'm getting... Let's see where it could be. I've got a great load of reels film like that I want to get up onto a DVD for my mum. If Christmases were all singing that and polls on it. So I must get that done for her. No, I see protests in Canada. I see bad weather. protests is similar to the UK. I'm not seeing attacks in Canada. If I see any, I'll tell you. Now, what was I doing the cards for there again? Oh yeah, what island it could be, what area. I'm very drawn to the boot of Italy. There's a lot of protests to come. A hell of a lot of protests to come. You've got everything what's going on with Palestine. But there's more to come. I also want to send healing and blessings out to the New Zealand, and that could be to do with more floods to come. But at the minute, yous are coming into your summer now. But I also want to send for bushfires this summer. It's going to be a scorcher for Australia this your summer. The cards aren't really showing us. I don't want to guess. I'll go on my vision. I just see a lot of rubble. A lot of stuff to come off in the Middle East. There's a big earthquake to come. A lot of dust, a lot of rubble. I see something about Italy. And I also see smoke coming from the Vatican. That's coming out very strong as well. There could be protests to come because of immigrants. And I see arguments in Congress over it. It looks like a small island where there could be another tsunami. I want to go around the Indian Ocean, and I'm also getting around the Bermuda Triangle. I'm going around that area. But India's coming up very strong in Pakistan for this winter, for like mudslides and stuff like that. Just crazy weather events to come, guys. And I would say it's over the winter period. And of course we're in the storm season now, aren't we? I'm just going to refresh my chat. Give us 2 minutes. Let's refresh the chat. I'm singing that song. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Why am I singing that? So there's like the run up to Christmas could be stressful for people. And it may have something to do with shortage of turkeys or something, or food. How does Missouri or the Midwest looking? Could get floods at some point. Why have I lost YouTube? I can't see YouTube in the chat. Wheel of Fortune. So it's weather events. Some is natural and some aren't. Lots of floods to come, Lady Mirth, Florida. Lots of floods to come. The UK will definitely face some sort of power cut. That always reminds us of what's that? Biden wants to spend 100 million more and trillions in debt. That always reminds us of Big Ben. And I see Big Ben eventually going digital. I do sense a vulnerability in England with terrorism. It's shopping mall. Streets of London, France as well, Paris. But that's like dark nights. It's like the crescent moon, isn't it? Storms are brewing, guys. I would say yes, Michelle. Let's see if I can pull some timings out. Definitely within 3 months. So it's like over the Christmas period. Protests will come in Canada, and I also feel Trudeau won't be in long. That's like Alice in Wonderland. Look at that. There's the 4 heads in the corners. The star in the middle. Big mansion behind. There's the bunny rabbit going down the hall. It's definitely Masonic what's going on at the moment. When, this sounds really awful, but I've just got to give you, because it's coming to us. Spirit's giving us it. When Biden goes, it's going to be like that, and it's going to be very, very sudden. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how or what, but they're just saying when he goes, he's just going to go like that, and then maybe Harris is going to have to come in for a short time or something, but that's what I'm being shown. Yeah. And they've put more gagging orders on Trump, haven't they? Which I said they would. The ocean is angry, guys. The ocean is very, very angry. Roaring of ocean. She breathes, she speaks, she's flames of fire in ocean. Is all this is going on over in the Middle East, there's going to be something kicking off over still to do with Russia. You know, it's like all of a sudden it's just suddenly stopped, and then like we're going looking there. Don't look over there. Look over there. I said this would happen. But there's more to come. Sudden death of somebody. A lot of miscarriage of justice. Some well-known man. More people to leave the planet. Well-known faces. And I've just seen Liz Cheney keeps popping into my head tonight. It's coming through really strong. For people who are going off on little mini cruises and that, where you going? Depends where you... I feel you'll be fine. Little mini cruise, you'll be fine, Caroline. Honestly. We're being distracted from Eastern Europe, yes. Deliberately. Maggie, Motherall, I feel like I need to answer this and see what the cards say. Will Liz Cheney be the Speaker of the House? Erica on YouTube's put, I see angels at our ocean fronts, yeah. The ocean speaks. The ocean will part. There will be a great earthquake. That's like a prophecy I'm getting. Liz Cheney, let's go drink a coffee. Who are the players who are trying to be in then? Who are trying to be in? There's a man, there's another man who could try and get in. But there she is there. There's Cheney. Looks a bit like her actually. Jeffrey and Jim. I thought Jim Jordan, is he still... I thought they chucked him out, or not? She's a player in it. Yeah, we need to put on our full armour of God. Definitely. Jim Jordan, that's right, didn't get the votes, but the backup is supposed to be Donald Trump. What does that mean? So Jim Jordan's not out of the woods yet then, is that right? Cheney is no longer in office, all right. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that then. That's more like surprising news, and it's to come out within the 3 days. 3 days or 3 weeks. It means that if no speaker, Donald Trump has said that he would become speaker. Let's see. Well, let's ask about him. Because, I mean, it's all kicking off there. So Cheney was voted out. Well, it must be something else when I'm seeing her in than for. Unless she's going to try and run for president. But she's in the cards here very strong tonight for something big. I don't know if you have to be in the office to be a speaker. I don't think you do, you know. I mean, don't quote me, you know what I mean? It's just... Let's see if Trump could be Speaker of the House. The eye of the tiger. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Whoops, I've got to jump there. Rising up. Do, 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 do. Yes. It's possible. Let's pull 3 more cards. That's just jumped out that, actually, Speaker of the House. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Peace card. I'm not sure. It's the last resort. Because there's another woman here. There's another woman. There she is. Now, I don't know what side she's on, mind. Well, she's got to be on the Republican side, hasn't she, to be a Speaker of the House? I really don't know. I don't know the rules and regulations. It's just there's another woman here to come into play and another man who's quite slim to the face. Because why I'm unsure is because the peace cards come up next to when we're asked about Trump. And I know for a fact if he became Speaker of the House, there wouldn't be peace. There would be kicking off on the left. There would be hell on. There wouldn't be peace. So maybe there's a bigger picture. It's a woman. They have been planning Trump to be in office since last year. Jeffrey calls for hate on MAGAs. Chris Elf, can you please see if Lisa Fenn will win her court case and not lose her grandchildren? She is asking in the chat. Okay. I've got to do this for somebody. Let's see if Lisa Fenn will win her court case. Bless you, Lisa. Sorry, I can't see with it being multi-streaming. Will she win? There's hope there for Lisa, so I'd say yes. She might have to go 2 rounds with it, or like jump hoops to get there, but she's got some yes. It's a yes. She's up against so much evil. You're up against so much evil, sweetie. And you've got the victory card. You might need to have a little private sitting with us, or might have to look into it a bit more, but there's the sun, so I think these are good cards for you, Lisa. All right, so I hope that helps. What a state of affairs. I think it would just put the cat amongst the pigeons, and it's good for the right, but if he was Speaker of the House, but I don't think there would be peace if he was Speaker of the House. That's what I'm getting. They'll be seething. There'll be spitting tacks. There'll be purple. There will be ructions on. And I got the peace card come out. Why did I get the peace card? There's a man who's like smashed their face, and there's a woman to come in. What about that Nikki woman? What's she called? Is she not trying? Why did I get the peace card with Trump? Because there's a big twist of fate with the whole damn lot of it. The whole damn lot. There's a big twist of fate with this. Nikki Haley's running for president. Okay, well, I've just had a flash of her there as well with a good vibe. You all right, son?
Aye.
Good. No smoking in the bedroom, please. Right? Don't shut the door because the kittens can come in. No worries. That's like something really bad's going to happen to Trump, or could happen to Trump. Or they could try and block him somehow, or something could happen. But the Nine of Swords isn't very good, and we've got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Five of Rods. So there's something big to come down there with Trump, or big news coming out with Trump, and it's coming out 5, 9, either 4 months or 4 weeks. 4 months or 4 weeks, there's going to be, so we'll say 4 weeks, there'll be big news with Trump round about then, but, and Biden as well. But a lot of the old players sort of changing and new players coming in. But 4 months is going to be a corker. So we'll say, November, December, January, February of next year. So that's interesting. There's a woman coming into play here. But another man as well. I've always got Jim Jordan. Yeah, I've always felt they would try and financially take him down that way with the Trump Tower and that, you know, and I've been seeing that for ages as well. Got the High Priestess card. Because there's so much trying to block him. There's so much, if they had a little sneak peek that they knew that he was going to get in or be Speaker of the House, they would just strike. It's like that. I feel everything's sort of coming in at him. That's what I'm feeling. So we've also got the Magician coming in at him, and we've got the Eight of Wands coming in at him. But that's like a court situation there. And we've also got that. There's a definite court situation. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Maggie. They don't want him in because they want war. But there's a woman keeps coming into play here, and she's coming in very, very strong. Very, very strong. No, I don't feel so, Chris. Definitely not. I'm going to pull 3 more cards out for Trump. It just looks grey and foggy ahead for him at the minute. I always felt he was going to pull a Trump card. Wheel of Fortune, so that's good. That's his wife. I think she's fed up. I think she's really fed up. I don't think she wants him to go back in. She just wants to have a peaceful life. She wants him to move away and go and live on some island somewhere and get into something else. There's a new Trump baby to come in from somewhere as well. Or news and around one of the Trump kids. Nikki Haley's coming in very strong tonight. It's like I feel like I need to pick the knives out of his back, you know. That's how they've got him at the minute. It's so dark, guys. It's so deep and it's so dark. Now I'm feeling Melania doesn't want him to go back in. I don't believe for 1 minute that their relationship's perfect either. But it's like everything's going off all at the same time. I mean, he's still got it in him. I'll give him that for his age and that he's still got it in him to run again. The testing point's going to be within the 3. Either 3 weeks or 3 to 4 weeks, 3 to 4 months. Because there's so many different timelines. But he's coming out as like the King of Wands there. He's still got it in him to stand and run again. He's got more strength than Biden. Like, with it. Six of Pentacles. Things have to come down and happen first. This is what my guides are saying. Things have to fall into place. And it's the wrong timing. It is not ruling him out still to be president. I'm still sticking with that. It's not ruling him out. Remember, it's like chess. Who gets their face? Race to the finishing line. So it's not ruling him out. He's a strong, persevering man. So he could come up trumps in the end. There's a very strong possibility, but it's not set in stone. My concern is something's going to happen to change all of this. We're watching a movie, yeah. Julie Green has said that Eric would be running, but I take everything she says with a grain of salt. I don't know. I've always felt there's another Trump to run. I always thought, I wasn't sure if it was him or not. There's a chessboard here, and the man's under a lot of stress at the minute. I mean, he's just recently posted on his Truth Social about 40 odd posts just recently within the last couple of hours. Do you know what I mean? So They're trying to tie him up in knots at the minute. I'm not saying Eric in the game here, like, he's not strong enough. He's not strong enough. Let me have a break. I don't really want to go on a break because I've got 165, like 1K, over 1K viewers in, but I need a break. Isis inspiration is a feminine energy, and I'm still sticking with it. I need to look into this more. The feminine energies to come into the US. Wouldn't it be so crazy if they stuck him in jail for a short time and then he got out and then it all came out and it all fell into place when the players tripped themselves up? And then wouldn't it be so funny that he got back in again? That's very possible of a timeline. But it's going to get really bad. But there's also so much evil what's happening at the minute, and the veil is so thin. That I'm concerned that they could do a Kennedy on him. That's what I'm concerned about. I like Tulsi. So let's have a break. And then we'll get back into it. It's just crazy times. It's crazy, crazy times. And everything what's happening in the Middle East is happening. It's real. In case anybody out there, some crazies are saying it's not real and it's not happening. It is happening. But I just think that everything is like a distraction in a way, because it just seems like we're going from one thing to another and like nothing's coming out. So I'm not going to like bullshit you here, and I'm going to tell you that what I feel and what I'm getting. And I go on my visions and I go on what my crystal ball says and what I do for a living. I try my best for you. But I just think that there's a big twist with this with Trump, and there's a big twist of this with Biden. Yeah, if Donald Trump got back in as if Donald Trump got in as the Speaker of the House, it would be explosive. It wouldn't. I got the peace card next to it. So Biden's going to be speaking within 10 minutes. Okay. Well, he can fill us in when I come back, and I'll be 10 minutes like. Go make your cup of teas or your cup of coffees or your popcorn or whatever. Give us a few minutes. I'm going for a quick, nutty cigarette. That's not a funny cigarette, mind. That's like a normal cigarette. Like a menthol cigarette. I'm going for a cigarette and I'm going for a cup of tea, and I'll be back. The movie's still playing out, yeah. Give us 5, okay? I'm going to go and check my kittens because they've gone very quiet. I'll not be a minute, okay? I'll be right back. I'm just going to put my picture on. Right, give us a 5-5 if you can hear us. I'm back. Sorry I was so late. I had to go in the garden and shut the gate. It's wild out there. Can you hear us okay? Has Biden started his speech yet? Yeah. That's good. Let's just refresh the chat. It takes a few minutes for it to come back on. I've got hiccups. He looks strange. He'd be under stress. He'll be told what to say in that. I don't think he's a well man. Let me have a quick peek. I can't put it on for copyright. Like, I'm always careful like that with streaming. I know some people do it. They do like double screens, don't they? Let me turn this down. Let me see. Right, so where is it? Biden, what will I put on YouTube? Like Biden Live. Oh. Address to the nation. What's he saying? Right. Oh, the comments is off. I wonder why they've got the comments off. He wants 100 million. What a surprise. Where's that for? Is that him? Looks different, doesn't he? Has he had a facelift or something? $100 million to Gaza aid, right? Yeah, he's gone very squinty, hasn't he? I was reading the subtitles, yeah. War in Israel and Ukraine, he's saying. Yes, well, let's pull some more cards out on this situation. Oh my God, Wendy. She's just put here in Twitch. A 57-year-old woman was swept away by a storm, Babette, in Scotland. She's passed. Oh, God bless. God bless her. Well, the country's in a lot of debt, so how the hell are they going to get 100 million? Do you know what I mean? I'll push the taxes up a bit for you more. Let's have a look. Buckle up, buttercups. Showtime. Right, okay. Even all this is going on, you know, there's a bigger thing going on behind the scenes. That to me, right, so we've got... That's like deals being made. I know it's the lovers cards, but that's the way I'm reading it tonight. Deals are being made. They will pass this money on. The system is actually wobbling and falling. Oh, it's quiet in Edinburgh, is it? Oh, that's good. Well, Edinburgh's just up the road from Newcastle, isn't it, really? It's wild here. But that is the shit ready to come down, all right? But money will be passed, money will be given. There will be many people who will donate as well. There'll be a lot of charity, a lot of boxes going in. It is bad what's over there, all right? But yeah, that's what's going to happen. But behind the scenes, they're building something new. It's as if, I've always said this, you've got the good players, the bad players, going up that Illuminati ladder, right to the top. Controllers above the black hats and the white hats. They're manoeuvring in this new technology, the new stuff, and it's all to do with extraterrestrial stuff to come in onto the planet. But it's going to bring a cleaner planet in. So, but it's also going to make a safer planet. You know how it's been very big brother and like spying on the public and all of that and controlling we. Into the future, it's going to be more, humanity's going to have choice, and there's going to be a lot of cyber police and stuff like that. We are forming our new Earth. We are forming our new Earth. And there's going to be a rise on homeopathic medicine. More people to have rights within. Pharmaceuticals going to take a massive wobble and fall. And there's going to be massive sues to come into the near future. People are going to sue. People are going to have more rights. All right. So there's a lot of all these figureheads wobbling, big corporations falling. But Isis inspiration is like a feminine energy coming in across the planet, goddess Isis. Not the terrorists. I'm on about the goddess Isis. Egypt. I'm getting Egypt. Yeah. All right. So all eyes on Egypt and how they react, and all eyes on Saudi Arabia. There will be deals made with Saudi Arabia, the US and the UK. And there's going to be some big news and around a king amongst all of this as well. And I don't know if that's a Saudi king or the King of England or something like that, okay? So we've got Sidney Powell now pleading guilty. My good God. It's all coming out, isn't it? Yeah, there's going to be a rise on homeopathic medicine. So our children's future will be all right, but it looks scary at the moment. All right. But we will have a roaring 20s again. We're in the midst of some sort of WAR at the minute. We really are. And we've been actually in the midst of it for the last couple of years. But this is like the short time, okay? Unfortunately, as this is changing, so you've got good players, bad players above the ladder. They want all this to happen, right? They want this to happen to create a destruction, to then to clear things away, to sort things out. And I know it's horrible. It's like the ants always get hurt. I believe President Trump was listening to the wrong people. And I believe she is guilty. Will autism be cured? More understood, because there's going to be more people like that being born. And it's actually people who are born differently out of the constructive way, forced to think a certain way. Teaching's going to have to change. The schools are going to have to change. The schools will fall and crumble a lot, and parents will take a rise. So it's a cleanse that we're going through at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But this is all to do with the massive wake up. Politically, I just think that there's so much happening behind the scenes, and it's not ruling Trump out, but at the same time, I'm not 100% either way. Do you understand? And I'd rather... some people may say, oh, I'm sitting on the fence, but my responsibility is to guide his right to what I'm feeling. But he's still got a good chance. But I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%. Because there's a big twist with a woman, and I'm still sticking with that. And I've had this for the last year, maybe. But it's going to get really nasty to where the WAR will be announced. Do you know what I mean? But we've got that. What we must do is we must have our cups half full, not half empty. Because New Earth has been formed. What there will be, there's going to be crazy stuff happening around Halloween. I will be streaming on Halloween, guys. We'll do something spooky. But I'm going to be out through the day. I'm going to a Halloween party with my little granddaughter. My little granddaughter's having a Halloween party. She's having all her little friends coming around, and mothers are going, new age mothers, all of that type of thing, you know. All awakened souls, so I'm excited. So I'll be going to a Halloween party through the day, and I'll be streaming on the night time. I believe I'll be doing something. I'll be like Mary Poppins. I think there's about 20 odd of, if not more, little 6-year-old girls. So I'll be doing something as grandma, as Mary Poppins or something. So that should be fun. 4 of Swords. Right, okay. I'm getting Palestine there, and I want to send prayers out because things are going to get pretty bad over the next 48 hours to the next week. I know I could go dressed up as a cat, couldn't I? There's the 4 of Swords there. So I also get a mosque feeling with that as well. Like a mosque feeling. Let's see, what else am I getting? It's going to get pretty nasty. Someone will pull the plug on this and there will be a ceasefire, but it might go on for a few weeks, this. Egypt was the plane that was chartered for Florida. Oh, it's going up really fast and I missed that. So what we need to do is we need to raise the vibrations on Halloween. We might do like some sort of peace prayer, like sort of spell prayer. We could do that on Halloween as well. Because you'll have the Satanists, which will be, because it is on the witches' calendar. So then no doubt they'll be doing stuff. So we're going to do something very positive. Remember, you can't change the way people are. It's a free will world. But we can change the way we react. Yeah, when you said Showtime, I thought of Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Exactly. The veil has never been so thin. And I was doing a Akashic Records for somebody through the week. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I'm losing time, guys. Time going fast. And I got that all the key players are back reincarnated. And I got like Pontius Pilate and all of them, because we are spirit beings in a meat suit. So all the same energies are back again on this planet at the minute. So there'll be somebody who'll be Moses, there'll be somebody who'll have a bit of Jesus in them, you know, because I believe Christ is in a lot of it. But I also got Christ came through for this particular woman, I'll not say her name. And Jesus said that he is no different to us. He was a very ascended soul. He was connected to source, right? He paved the way for us. And he said that he hasn't just existed on this planet alone. He said that he has lived on many different planetary systems. And then he started to go on about time, and there's no such thing as time. So once you become very ascended, you can actually shift in sort of time jump. Did he go missing, or was that Moses who went missing? So it makes you wonder if they were time traveling, that type of thing. But I think we've all got a bit of something inward, and we've all come from different parts of source. My understanding of it is. And there is this holy war, and it's not just what's mirrored on this planet. We see with the different religions, it's actually going off out there in the galaxy, and we are correcting something. So somebody's going to come in, whoops, and unplug everything. But when that happens, we could become unplugged for a short time. When I say that, maybe there's no access to light or heat, which is a worry. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Or it could be hole in the walls, that type of thing, where we could have a cyber attack because there's something going on. So you've got different players on this planet, and some are karmic, some are so incensed demonically, where they're just, it's inbred in them, like a lineages. And some are just being manipulated and targeted through different energy frequencies, which we don't know about. There's all sorts of strange weaponry out there, which we don't understand. And of course, we've got a lot of clones type of people living on this planet as well. It's all going on. And I do even believe that there's extraterrestrials walking amongst us. But I sometimes wonder, are we also the extraterrestrials? We've had them like sort of like in this glorified thing, like they're going to come flying through the sky. And yes, they do fly in the sky. But I also feel that so do we with the same equipment. And I believe it's a lot to do with time. Yeah, there's a lot of disease lineages. But there is a target going on at the moment, and it's as if that it's been orchestrated by a group of people to want this to happen. But the end result is going to be okay. Sometimes we have to go through an awful darkness to come out of the light at the end. But it is because this planet is ruled by money. This planet is also it's a gold war as well. It's a gold war. Yeah, that's interesting. Heart disease is caused by mouthwash. Yeah. Well, I've got a homeopathic dentist. Definitely recommend that type of thing. So they have been run by draconians, yes. But not all banks are going to go down. The future is bright. But we are digital now, guys. We just don't realise we are. That's the children of New Earth, and they will be fine. Even though there's been a lot of horribleness what's happened recently with children. Just keep our children nearby. Smudge our houses. Build up on ourselves. This is why I've been saying it's so important that we keep grounded. There's so much information out there about people wanting to go into the fifth dimension, but we have to keep grounded. Stay vigilant. We are the Flintstones, guys. We are the Flintstones, and we have to have that heightened flight about it with everything what's going on. Something is about to still to kick off over Ukraine and Russia still. All the different heads, because as everything's changing and we're coming into this new earth, and they're changing and they're manoeuvring all this technology, all this is being caused. So it's new rules for the borders, and they can't get away with what they've been doing on the borders. So there's been a lot of black market stuff what's been going on, even trafficking and stuff like that. There's been a lot of stuff. So we have to, they're not going to get away with this. So there's a lot of mafia organisations and DS stuff going on. Do you know what I mean? And it's a big thing what needs to be combed through. It's huge. But there's also organisations working from governments, good people in small organisations, call them super soldiers, boots on the ground, and they are freeing a lot of children. They are freeing a lot of situations and correcting a lot of things. But there's going to be so much scandals to come out, guys. So if you're feeling you're getting affected, the way to move forward with this is just not to watch the news, basically, and try and take it slowly like sliced bread. If it gets too much for me, I go off and I watch something nice. Like I'll watch Animal Planet on the television, or I'll watch me cat things on the television, on the YouTube, you know, cookery things. I like watching stuff like that. Prepping doesn't wind us up. I follow a lot of preppers. But when it gets into the drama of things, it can be too much. But I believe that somebody's just put here in the audience, sweetheart in Twitch. Hi Louise, do you believe that my new business I'm creating will take off very soon? Yes, I do. I do. A lot of people are going to have new ideas. And it's like I say, just do what you need to do. Be your authentic self. That's what it's about. And then when you're being your authentic self, it doesn't have to have anything to do with the world news. Just be your authentic self. Then you are raising the vibration, not getting triggered. You're not giving that loosh, what the media wants and everything. And it's another light on the world. One more light to go on. Lighthouse. We're all lighthouses. I'm going to get my crystal ball out again in a minute and do some more scrying. But it's going to get really crazy, and I'm getting at least 4 to 5 countries are going to be pulled in on this, you know. It's to do with what's happening with Israel and Gaza. It's just like a ripple effect what's going to happen, and it's going to bring on something to do with food or crisis. Food crisis. Let me see if I'm right here. I'll put some cards out. Got jumpers here. Yeah, that's the water again. Reminders on at the end of this stream. I'll find what I've ordered and I've got in my Amazon basket, and I'll put it out on my community page on YouTube. What I'm going to order. I'm not saying you have to order that, but I'm just showing people who are interested. Was given to us from somebody from Northumbria Water in the UK. That was one of the best filters to get, and it takes all the nasties out. So water is very, very important. We need water, shelter, light and heat. So we need to keep well. Also feel there's going to be a terrible, this winter alone, in the UK alone, because I know the food banks have been really under pressure since the COVID and everything. So I think that there's going to be a problem with food banks in the US, in the UK and beyond the globe. Food banks are going to be under pressure. I think it's a personal thing what banks you want to choose, Crystal. So we just need to write our lists. Lists always help, you know, if things get too overwhelming for you. 3 more major events to come off. I'm getting airports. I'm going to get my crystal ball out again. And I get a very Moses feeling when I look at that. And it's as if the land will split, the water will come in. Where will this be? I'm feeling there'll be a lot of there'll be landslides, Pakistan again. Something about worry over the boot of Italy. And I get the Middle East, a lot of worry. I even feel Turkey, how Turkey had all them earthquakes, which was very suspicious. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they're out the woods either. So I highly recommend that you get into your own way of prepping. Your own way of prepping's the best. Your way of prepping might not be the same I'll do. And remember as well, when you're prepping, don't buy food. Don't panic buy. Don't buy food that you wouldn't eat. It's got to be what's right for you. You know what I mean? It's like my dad, God bless him, he's got problems with his teeth. and he's got dentures, and his dentures aren't working, so he's took them out, bless him. And I've got to basically make him slop, and I keep saying, Dad, I'll take you to the dentist. We'll get it sorted. No, I'm not going to that bloody dentist, you know. And so I make him soft food when he comes over, but, you know, I couldn't, like, my dad couldn't have nuts for prepped, you know what I mean? He couldn't chew on nuts, he'd choke, do you know what I mean? So you've got to think what's right for you, basically. I just think that get the right food in for you and for your families. Do you know what I mean? He lives on mince and tatties all the time. He's terrible. And soup. That's so strange. Stooge, my dad ate radishes with no teeth. Some people must just have hard gums, mustn't they? Oh, my dad's canny, isn't he? He's a canny man. So we have to take care of ourselves, which is very important. Yeah. So everything what I've been predicting and talking about over the last 5 years, it's hitting a peak now, guys. It's bugging us about Trump. I'm going to pull some more cards out on him. But I can see the UK government making announcements about going out there or supporting something. But it's not just there. It's not just in Gaza. It's somewhere else. It's going to escalate to another 2 places in the Middle East. I like potash. Is it pistachios? I love them. I never used to like nuts when I was younger, but I think your taste buds change as you get older, don't they? Could be Lebanon, Syria, yeah. I'm just going to ask the cards this, right, which is important for me and for you who are following us. Is there something actually going on? How do I word this? Everything what's happening now, is there something going on behind the scenes to help Trump? Give me a true answer. I know I always end up talking about food, don't I? What have I had to eat today? Oh, I've had some chicken and some new potatoes with herbs and garlic butter on. Some, I didn't make the bread. I got it from the Morrison's supermarket. Nice cob bread, like uncut with butter. Very naughty. And cheese coleslaw. Not very healthy, but, well, I suppose the chicken was. I think I find it hard to eat healthy as well for me it's because I'm busy and you've got to prep and you've got a meal plan. It's important, but some people are on a budget as well. Like yesterday, I had to take Adam to the doctor's for a checkup and we were in a rush, so I ended up getting pizza from the supermarket and garlic bread and garlic dip and that, which was bloody lovely, but it's not healthy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I need to get back into cooking again. My friend, she has a day off a week and she preps her food and cooks and batch cooks and cooks the whole week and then freezes it. Does any of you do that, guys? Right, Trump. I pulled 7 cards out. Did you used to do that, Debbie? I know you run out of ideas, don't you? And I think it's daily stress in life as well. I used to bake when my kids were little, but then I wasn't busy like this. Do you know what I mean? I used to love having bake. I used to have a baking day through the week and I used to have a baking day on a Saturday. and make amazing stuff. And I was on a real tight budget then, I didn't have hardly any money. But always made sure that they were fed. Yeah, I like soup. I like soups, and I'm a mean curry maker, I like to make curry and stuff like that. Right, so there's definitely something going on with the financial system. This is for Trump. He is protected. Oh God, I've dropped a one. When the Fool card comes out, it means that he's protected. Pizzas lower cholesterol, do they? Are you sure about that? 37%. Right, okay. There's a Middle Eastern connection with him. And I've never had this before. But you had Jared Kushner going over there to make deals with Saudi, didn't he? It's crock pot season, isn't it? So we've got look at that. We've got Egypt. I've had that vision before. I'm getting it again tonight, guys, when I could see these Arabs and they're it's very mystical. And they're running through the desert and they've got their shrouds over them, and it's like three kings and they're running through the desert. And it's something to do with gold. And I keep going back to that film, The Three Kings. Has anybody watched that film, The Three Kings? Really good. But so something has to play out. That's what I'm being given. Jed's given us this. Something has to play out. And something has to fall. We have to watch all of this to play out like a movie for people to see. That's what I'm being given. Have you seen it? Little don't sell what? A peel fruit though. You've never heard of a pizza diet before? Interesting, Maria? I love pizza. Well, I grew up on Italian food, so because as my uncle was Carlo, God rest his soul, he's in spirit, he had the Pinocchio restaurant through Newcastle in Sunderland, and oh my God, his macaroni cheese was just to die for. It was just amazing. So I grew up with all that type of food, But it's very fattening, Italian food is lovely, and it can be very fattening. But because there's a lot of olive oil in the diet, you never really get an Italian who have problems with heart disease because it's all the olive oil, Right, so there's something definitely going on here. He's in trouble at the moment. There is a white hat, black hat situation going on here, you know what I mean? Like I've been saying, good guys, bad guys. But something's falling in on him at the minute. I'm going to pull some more cards out. It's falling in on him at the minute. Delicious but very fattening, isn't it? I think I need to go with... Oh my God, where do I go? It's a lovely place in Newcastle. I go... Francesca's it's called. It's a lovely little Italian restaurant. Just like walking into somewhere from Italy. I need to go there. The peach melbas are there. It's a full peach, guys. A full peach glazed. In I don't know how they do it. They inject out the peach and then they mix it with cold creamy ice cream and then fill it back in again. So when you pop open this sort of glazed peach, inside it's just full of ice cream. The peach melba's there. Oh my God. Probably about 90,000 calories, but just so lovely. Talking about Italy, I'm getting like the scene from The Godfather. Get the mafia organisations. Maybe they've got the hand in stuff. Yeah, I like the Italian meat. I like the Swedish meatballs as well. They're really nice. Swedish meatballs are just, oh, good God, amazing. I like Swedish food. I like Japanese food. In fact, I just like food, guys. The only thing I can't eat is seafood because I'm severely allergic to shellfish. But apart from that, I'm fine. I nearly ended up in Italy. I had an Italian boyfriend. Yes, I'm like a right hussy, don't I? All these different ex-lovers I had. And he came from Florence and he wanted to marry us. And he had a restaurant in town. It was actually a seafood restaurant with him and his brothers. And his mother fell in love with us. I don't know why she fell in love with us, like. And she sent us over this nightie a nightie, I don't even wear nighties, through the post. And it was from like an Italian boutique. And it was about a size 20. It was like the double the size of me at the time. And I was quite slim when I was younger. I was like size 10, size 8, size 10 when I was young. Not now, like. And it was like a huge, like, Hattie Jakes from the Carry On films, like a smock with silk, red with lace. And I think she must have thought, oh, well, she'll have this nightie and it'll entice her son. And I opened the box and went, oh. But he wasn't very tall, and I'm quite tall. And he used to come up to my chest. And I mean, it was comical, really. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. I just thought I would tell you that. But yeah, I could have ended up over there. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? What have we got here? Yeah, but I just feel Italy's coming out strong tonight, so maybe there's going to be, I hope not an earthquake, or it could also be where there's big news to come in around the Vatican. So there is justice here. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. 3 months again I'm getting. November, December. January, February, we will know exactly what is what, how it's going to be for Trump by then. And also March. But what I want to say is that there is players trying to help him. And there's a man to come forward to bring some big news. And it's announcements about Trump or what they're trying to do to him. But it's something to come out, some huge intel to come maybe. Round about the time there's going to be some big news. I want to say Twitter, but it's called X now. Can't get my head around calling it X. Maybe there's something coming up around about the same time to do with Elon Musk. So watch for that as well. Justin Ellis on YouTube. I prepare all my meals, Louise. I also drink a supplement drink if I cannot eat, but I do a ton of intermittent fasting. Yeah, I've heard that's really good. And do you have a busy lifestyle, Justin? I shouldn't make excuses, but do you have a busy lifestyle? I still call it Twitter. I can't get my head in calling it X. I don't know what he's playing at with that. He's a bit of a dark horse, isn't he? Musk. I want to pull some cards out on Musk. I'm just interested if he's connected on Trump's side, or is there any links in the background with this? Twitter's a definitely better name, isn't it? But didn't I say about a year or so ago that the logo is going to change? It's all going to change in the name. Didn't I say that it would happen? Yeah, we should have a recipe night, shouldn't we? Oh, yeah, we'll come. Come here, my darling. Where have you been? They've been very quiet tonight because they've had some roast chicken. Mammy's angel. Where's your sister gone? She's purring. Oh, me baby. Now, don't knock the computer off. The stream off. Ooh. Right, let's pull some cards out to see if Musk's connected in the background. Three of Cups. He's not directly connected with them, but he knows also what's going on behind the scenes. And that was a reason why he took on Twitter. So he's on his side. He's on his side. Yes. He's a player, isn't he? As we see in the oh, she's laying across the cards. As we see in the UK, playing between the horse and the hounds. I know. Purr. What are you doing? Where's your sister? Right, let's put these cards away. And I'm going to get the... You'd laugh here, what you could see here. She's lying on the cards. She likes the tarot cards. Nala does. You have a Maine Coon Rick. They're fascinating cats. I actually think they're little aliens. I really do. I do believe that they're little aliens. Aren't you, baby? Maine Coons are really like handsome, aren't they? They've got like them big ears. Yeah. So definitely plays between the horse and the hounds. The Maine Coons are huge, aren't they? These are quite little cats. They're still babies. They're 15, 16 weeks now. 16 weeks. And I've just given them some roast chicken tonight for the first time. And they ate a little bit of it. They weren't keen. And she went and took a bit of it upstairs and put it on my bedroom floor. And I don't know why she did that. Very strange. Probably thought, what the hell's that? You know what I mean? And Top Cat hasn't been out tonight because there's a storm out there, so he must be in his house. TC. If anybody doesn't know who TC is, I was talking about it on Sunday night. He's a big alley cat. And he's took a fancy to the girls, and he watches them through the window, and they watch back, and they're trying to scream to get out. I'm saying, you're not going out there, because they want a boyfriend. And yeah, he's fascinated with them. It's the cat in the street what chins all the other cats, you know, like beats the other cats up. He's a big bad boy, but the girls like him. But that's girls' fight, isn't it? They're like the bad boys. Oh, there's a nasty storm out there, Nala. Yeah, a lot of people are giving that animals raw diet, aren't they? Because the little purring machine. They're very intelligent cats. Yeah, Top Cat on the cartoon. He's huge as well. Right, let's see what's going on. Let me get a quick drink of coffee. Your Buttons loves chicken. I bet they like turkey as well. You're going to knock the mic over. Go and play with this. I like to play with this. Where's your sister? Go and play with that one. Play football with it. Archangel Michael's ball. Right, okay. Yeah, we have to take charge of this situation. So it's going to get pretty heavy. I'm seeing helicopters and I see smoke. Listen to these visions. These are visions I'm getting, right? Because I can't ask the ball questions. Smoke in the sky. It looks like a warlike situation or a lot of rubble. But smoke. And helicopters trying to get down to get aid. Lots of rain to come to New York. Prepare. Flood warnings. Lots of water. It's biblical, guys. It's biblical what we're in. I want a peach melba, guys. I want to break into Francesca's Italian restaurant and go and get one of them peach melbas. Yeah, it's going to get pretty heavy over the next 2 to 3 weeks. My advice is, as a healer, because I'm not just a scryer, is maybe to have your movie nights, you know. I've got the full eulogy, is that what you call it? Of The Godfather 1, 2 and 3. It's been ages since I've watched that. And I've also got West Side Story. What's the other one? Oh, it's from the Deep South. I've got that one as well. It goes on for hours. You just need to watch one movies and just hide away sometimes. And then you come back the next day and you feel refreshed. What is a snickerdoodle? Trilogy, yeah. Gone with the Wind, yes. You know what I mean. Well, they tried to ban that, didn't they? Did they try to ban that? But I love that, with all the big dresses and that. You're back again. I'm frightened Keisha knocks this off. Listen, you. The Christmas movies are always good as well. You're just a naughty girl. You're just a naughty girl. You just got to be in on the action. Go on your seat. Oh, she's very happy. I'll just turn this round. I don't want to knock this off. Yeah, there's a storm outside. Right. Let's see what else I can see. I'm getting Canary Wharf, and that's in London. And I'm seeing them all arguing in Parliament, but it's like really bad. I think it's got something to do with this Gaza carry on. Voting, good God, she's just flew through the sky like super cat. Voting is going to come early in the UK. I am very concerned tonight for the weather in the UK for tomorrow over the next couple of days. Let's hope we don't get many floods. Get off the mic. Get off the mic. Ah, you're giving us kisses. She's just jumped from there all the way across onto the table. She's definitely got Bengal in her. I'm getting the 18th. I'm sure I got that the other night as well. I think that's it, guys. Ooh. I'm going back to airports again. Strangeries going on with airports as we speak. In planes that might not take off or be static to the ground, and it's something to do with smoke or the air quality. Flights may be, this is what I'm saying psychically, flights, I'm not saying this is fact, this is what I'm saying psychically. Flights may be stalled, people trapped in airports, but I'm also getting a strange woman, and it's going to be on world news, and it's like she's in an airport or she's travelling somewhere. She looks Asian. She's got like one of them shawls around. I don't know if it's got something to do with terrorism or something. And then I've got upset, and I see somebody who's been abducted, could be to do with Israel, and they're making him speak on television. God bless, God love him, but I'm seeing a situation like that. There is a man to be freed from there, and you will into the future write a book. Don't knock that off. You will write a book. Okay. And there'll be documentaries on it and stuff like that. Oh, I've lost yous. She's knocked the chat. Are you there? I can't see yous. Can you hear us? Oh, that's good. So that's another vision I'm seeing. Is YouTube still on? Then I'm seeing two men. Listen to this. I'm going to leave this one with you. It's a strange situation. Can you remember when Kim Jong-un's brother died in... something happened to him in an airport? I'm getting that situation, or I'm getting something to do with Kim Jong, or there's another situation like that to come off again. But there's going to be two men, and they're going to be... It's a situation to do with an airport, or when two men make an announcement, there'll be a situation with an airport. But I get a weird feeling. I get a very Men in Black energy. I don't know if I've knocked off the... Oh yeah, there it is. Lots of French airports have been evacuated due to bomb threats lately. Okay, so I'm very concerned there. Now, for people who are going on holiday, I'm not saying this to frighten you, but just stay vigilant. where I'm seeing these warnings, it could be part of the US. But I feel a responsibility to tell you this. But I'm also feeling, I'm seeing Denver Airport. But I'm also seeing it's got something to do with the Middle East and people can't get in or out. Right? There's going to be blocks. So watch for that. When it hits a peak and it's going to be all over world news, it's going to be like, where'd you go to? Everything's all happening at the same time. Something then is going to come down to do with Putin. At the same time, there's going to be a breakthrough around Trump. A breakthrough around Trump. So when you say intermittently flying from state to state in America, that's okay. I'm not getting that. I'm talking about long haul flights where people can't say they went somewhere like, say, Egypt and they couldn't get back out again. Something like that. Military men will come forth and declare independence, and the state will change. Just come to us there. Military men will come forth and declare independence, and the republic, the state, will change. Now, sometimes when I'm getting a flash, I can be reading like a year or so out. Military men will come forward and claim a state of independence for the republic or something. So that's what they're giving us. And it's going to be the start of something new. All right. So I hope that helps there. In the meantime, I want to send healing and blessings out there. The crown. Getting the crown again. There's going to be black horses running through the streets. 12/27. 12/27. Or the 27th of the 12th. I'm getting a funny feeling about Kim Jong-un tonight. They've done this on purpose to cause problems for the trade, and Egypt's going to be on the eye of all of this. Grain. Food. Something to come off over Russia end or from Russia. And I see, I'm not sure if it's Angela Merkel or somebody from Germany making a big announcement. And I'm going to leave it at that because it's now getting distorted, guys, and it's getting late. But I'll be back on again soon. It's all been world predictions tonight, and I didn't think it would be. But I hope that's helped. Stay calm. Stay safe, stay blessed, and hold the line. And Knit and Ha here will step down after all of this. But I hope that's helped, guys. There's a lot of information there for you. I've been on for 3 hours, so... You can always go back and clip bits and watch it again. We'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. And again, I'm going to send healing and blessings out to everybody in Palestine. Because as we sit in our houses tonight and our homes, these people don't have homes. These people are running through the streets with their kids and can't have clean drinking water and that, and it's just absolutely horrendous. I had a bit of a meltdown on it actually on Facebook. I did a little video with Mother Mary. You can always check it out. It's on Facebook on Louise Jones Medium Clairvoyant, where you can contact us for readings as well. And it was just how I was feeling last Saturday, Sunday hour, early Sunday morning. I had like a little meltdown about it all. And I don't know if it triggered something within us, because I mean, I've got like Middle Eastern blood in us, do you know what I mean? And I don't know if it triggered something off within us. I really don't know, but I just couldn't hack it. So I try not to watch the stuff. I get the info, but I try not to watch it, because if you're the same as me and you're empathic, just try not to overload watching this stuff, because it's traumatizing. Just take that step back, and like I say, my advice is watch something nice and see how you feel. You know, have your movie night or something with your popcorn, and you're having a break from all the negativity what's out on the news, and you come back feeling strong the next day. Because remember, everything's frequency, everything's energy. I'll see you all soon. And I'm off to make a hot chocolate. Yeah, you will have to keep stepping back, and it just keeps you strong. It is very know that it's going to be all right, but know that there's an extraterrestrial presence behind all of this as well. And it's we're coming into very strange times. Very strange times, but exciting times. Dangerous times, but we'll come through it. Stay safe. Stay well. And Godspeed. I'll see you soon. Bye now. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh yeah. Good night. See you.